Back in 21, they sat in those chambers tall, debating MAID for the broken, the disabled, the small. Not just the dying, nah, chronic pain, wheelchairs too. Parliamentary Budget Officer knew exactly what to do. He tallied up the ledger, cold as a morgue drawer. How much cash the feds would pocket if the weak weren't here no more. 149 million, that's the price they saved by signing off on death instead of dignity they craved. Oh, Canada, my Canada, what devil's deal is this? Trading souls for budget lines, sealing lives with a government kiss. From food bank lines to lethal injection, they call it choice, but it's eugenics in a suit with $1 trillion voice. Oh, made for savings, made for the state. They're clearing out the ledger, one coffin at a time. Ain't that great? Mississauga Food Bank CEO stood before the MPs, said it ain't no rumor, folks are begging on their knees. Mental health crisis walking in, not for bread but for the end. I'd rather die than line up here again. Homebound, disabled, seniors on the phone, whispering through the static, I can't go on alone. Staff need trauma counseling, cause the calls won't stop while Ottawa's counting pennies every time a heartbeat drops. Fast forward to 25, Journal of Death and Dying drops the bomb. Health Canada's blueprint, 2027 to 47, they're keeping calm. $1.273 trillion saved, they proudly claim by end and made of 14.7 million in this game. 9 million elderly, too old, too slow. 4 million mentally ill and suicidal. Watch them go. 300,000 Indigenous plus addicts, homeless the rest. Every burden on the books, they're balancing the nest bridge. They call it compassion, they call it choice. But when the poorest reach for death instead of a sandwich, and the numbers man smiles at the $1 trillion voice. This ain't healthcare, this is a clearance sale on human lives. Reprogram the homebound, expand to the mind. Canada's running a eugenics program, and the receipts are signed. Oh, Canada, my Canada, 14 million ghosts in the making. Where did your mercy go? From food banks to the final meal, they line up every day while the budget officer tallies up the lives they threw away. Oh, made for savings, made for the state. Wake up, Canada, before it's too late. 49 million, then $1 trillion more. They saved the money, but they murdered the poor.